This would be a little 101 lesson to anybody that's hating me. Because you seem to go out of your way to send me emails spewing your hate. And the only thing you tell me for sure is that you're a hateful person. You have a lot of opinions, but nothing to back up your opinions. So it's just an opinion coming from a hateful person. There's no truth in hate. So you might want to calm down a little bit, do a little reflection on self, and see if it's actually yourself you're hating. Because clearly you're not able to express yourself very well. You're not able to pinpoint, some facts to back up your opinions. And if you can't back up your facts or your opinions with a fact, where I happen to be wrong, do you think in any way, shape, or form I give you value? Like, if I'm wrong, tell me where I'm wrong. Just don't say I'm wrong. That's kind of like you're wrong. Who's the one that's right? Like, it makes no sense. There's a good video out there on levels of stupidity. Not my video. Go check it out. It's pretty funny. And stupidity is basically a lack of knowledge. And if you don't have the knowledge to back up your shit, then you know shit. Not rocket science there. So for those who are trying to make a point, please calm yourself down. Write me a nice long email. I don't care. Write it down. I want to hear all of your opinions. But after you write this email down, go through it and see if there's any sign of any hate there. Sort of look at, if I sent you the same email to you, would you read it? If I said the same exact things as you're saying to me, would you read it? Do unto me as you would do unto yourself. And then anything you happen to have a point on or an opinion on, see if you actually have a fact there to back it up. That's kind of what I go on. Now, I have my channel that I voice my opinions. You don't have to like my opinion. I don't really care. It's just an opinion. I do, however, back my shit up with some scientific evidence, because I know that we all want proof. We all want that scientific proof. And I provide that. Now, I make references, but you gotta actually read the references. I have tried reading out of some books, so it's available to you free, but you gotta actually listen to it. I do provide evidence, but you actually gotta want to look at it. Now, when I make, a 15-minute video and I'm trying to voice an opinion really, really hard within that 15 minutes to cite all of it, it's the channel. The channel has the information. It's a pile of information. You won't get everything in one 15-minute channel or video. Like, that would be a little insane on your perspective. Now, I understand that little problem, and it basically means, okay, I gotta explain everything and provide all evidence within 15 minutes. I'm working on it. I don't know how to explain the answers to everything in 15 minutes. And cite the evidence to prove it. I suck at that. Working on the problem. To make it as short as I can, everything's bullshit. Everything you believe to be true is wrong. So it's like, even if you have an opinion and you cite some science, you know that there's science that disputes your science. So you gotta kind of really, really know your shit. You gotta know the science that may contradict the science you cite me. And ultimately, that is the biggest point. Everything is both true and false at the same time. So you can prove your point and make it true, and I can prove my point and make it true. And at the end of the day, you got to ask yourself, well, why would you want your truth to be true? And why would I want my truth to be true? Okay, and the baseline that I found, because we're kind of waking up to, oh, everything's a lie. It's not just one lie. It's not just two lies. It's not just three lies. It's everything is a lie. So even the elites are believing lies. Religion is believing lies. Bibles believing a lie. Everything is a lie. So when you can let go of all the lies and be open to a little bit of truth, and the truth is that we create our reality based on what we choose to be true, what we choose to believe in. If we all change our beliefs, we create a completely different reality. Look at the stock market. If we believe it's, out of fear that something is not going to be good, we'll sell. If we think and believe, oh, everybody's going to be interested in this, then it goes up. It's all based on belief systems. So it's a matter of, why would you want to believe that shit? At the end of the day, why would you want to believe it? And it's like okay, where is the baseline? Because there's got to be a guide that kind of tells us what's right and what's wrong. And hard as it may feel to be true to you, but turns out the human body was designed to live eternally, not die. So when I read Bibles and they suggest all humans must die, it's like, oh, that must be written by Satan. Promise heaven after you die. Wouldn't that make all of humanity want to die to get to heaven? And turns out we created hell, and it's our job to create heaven, because the only way you can live eternally is in heaven. And how is that proof? Well, I found this guy that's been curing every disease known to man without a pill. And how he did it was looked at the causes. Turns out if you cure the causes, you cure the disease. The body can actually regenerate itself. It's like, you can get cancer and have your whole body completely destroyed with cancer. And spontaneously, all of it's gone and you're perfectly healthy. We've seen that. You've seen examples of that in our human experience. So the possibility is definitely there. You just needed to find the science to say, okay, if that guy can be spontaneously healed, how can we all be spontaneously healed? A little bit of information there. There's some science that proves it, but you got to be open to that. And looking at this guy's science, this guy that created this and healing everybody, he doesn't actually believe his own work. Because he's got a little illness that, he can heal everybody else, but not himself. Typical psychologist, they all see problems out there, but never see their own problem, which is the unknown problem. We are not seeing what we create ourselves, and we're basically creating our own hell. There are no victims. It's within your belief system. So and because this guy is not saying the humanity is supposed to live eternally. Why? Because the guy's got a death wish. He wants to die. His illness that he doesn't want to cure will kill him eventually, and he's okay with that. He's like, can't be at one with living eternally, so he'll never ever see that window of possibility. Even though his work kind of points it out to us, because it's like, okay, reverse mechanics death. How do we all die? We either die because of some kind of illness, we die because of aging, we die because of natural disasters that are all man-made. They're not, they are far from natural in any way, shape, or form. We have a human footprint, and we do manipulate the planet to create a lot of earth changes that do kill us. And we die by accidents, and accidents can be prevented if we wanted to. So if all of those things, if you reverse mechanics all the way the reasons we die, and we actually turned that around and did the right thing, what would kill you? I mean, even in their Bibles, they're living 900 years. Clearly, they didn't get it quite right if they were dying after 1,000 years. But hey, here's to them for giving it a good try. Um, so if that's our baseline, and one thing I've noticed is just asking anybody the question, would you want to live eternally? The first thing everybody would say is, hell no. So it's like everybody's got a death wish. How the hell are you ever going to fix any global problems if you all want to die? You're not even interested in creating heaven. You may want to fix the problem you're dealing with right now, but all you want is a pill. A pill to do the wrong thing and get away with it. And you can't cheat life that way. It's just not possible. So those are some hard truths. And you can prove that all things die because, you know what, in our past everybody's died. So you can prove that all things must die, but it doesn't mean it's actually true. It is all based on belief systems. And some other guys, fighting me about truth, and he's like saying that you can never ever find absolute truth, and it's like, yeah, you can, you just don't want to. As long as you are believing you can't find an absolute truth, you'll never find it because you're believing it's impossible, so you will create that. So who am I to disagree with whatever it is you want to agree with? This guy can be true, it's true. He will never find the answers to truth with the rule that he said that there's no way you can find truth. How do you teach somebody truth who doesn't want to know truth? Because he says truth is impossible to know. So it's like, go ahead and be right. I really don't care, other than the fact that you are doing a lot of harm to your planet. So again, to anybody that sees something wrong within me, and I'm open to fixing whatever's wrong with me, but back up your ship, calm yourself down a little bit, don't do any of these name callings, because when you throw a name at me, it's like I react and will throw a name back at you, and it takes me a second to realize, I'm just playing the hate game with you, and it's like, I know I will get caught up in that, so I block and delete because I don't want to put that energy out there. I am willing to have the conversation, but you gotta have the conversation in a way that is somewhat civil. So, try again. Clearly you have a lot of drive to tell me I'm wrong about something. So just calm yourself down. I'm willing to be open to it, but I cannot receive hate. So do it with a little bit more love. Sort of see the loving being inside of me. That's okay for me to be wrong about something. The definition of, I think, insanity is when you're a genius and can't admit you're wrong sometimes. So the only way that I'm going to keep my sanity, because I do happen to think I'm kind of smart, not a genius, just a person that's asked a lot of questions and was open to a lot of answers, does not make me a genius, just means I got a lot of information I'm dealing with. And nobody is a genius. It's just a matter of the information out to the questions you've been asking. If you ask a lot of questions, you get answers. But if you have that much information going on and you can't see yourself wrong at some point, then you're insane. So that's how I keep myself sane, is I'm willing to be wrong about something. So you only have to be able to learn how to communicate with me and just see that I'm a loving being, doing my best, could be wrong, try and point out where I'm right or where I'm going wrong. Would help me an awful lot. Probably lower your frustration level too, because a lot of you guys look like you're about to have heart attacks and strokes with the level of anger and stress going on with you. I mean, you guys are so passionately hateful. It's got to be hard on your health. And I do care about your health, because it's all about living eternally. Peace out.